David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, but that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Turning it on. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Manning rolls right. They get to him as he throws. Lucky to get it off.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. they're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Quick give. It's Edwards. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
Oh, and that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great...
Sprinting away at the 20. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Tough run here. It's Edwards. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Texas A&M going up tempo. Rides to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Pushes ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
3rd and goal, and I like the play call. You're trying to run it in. You expect to be physical, but this offensive line just not getting the job done. They need more push.
And the Aggies looking to convert on 4th down. Needs it. Touchdown, Aggies. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the first. Sends it back in motion. Arch is going to throw for it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his highs and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Cole.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, Manning. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense? Scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football, and creating a negative play.
The 12th man, Warden standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Now here's Manning. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Shakes a man, and he might take off. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls. Pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Quarterback changing the play. On the move. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Tempo in overdrive.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
From the gun, it's Owens. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
He'll take it himself. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Making the adjustment. Back to the ground game on the left. And he's brought down after a short gain. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing Reed. Left side is Owens. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch. Like, Play, pitch, and catch. Spread the ball around. Complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers. And that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Keeps it, looking for the edge. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Aggies want to move quickly.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Handoff to the lone back. He's inside the 15. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Brown. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Arch to throw. Gonna take a shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. And we begin with a look at Miami University, taking on the number 25 team, the Western Michigan Broncos. And it's the Red Hawks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll ride the hot hand.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Finds a crease. It's Edwards. They put the brakes on him.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Here's Reed to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go with a direct snap. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Manning to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Keeps it moving. It's Edwards. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the back. Turns it on in midfield. Hits a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown, Texas A&M. And the stomping has commenced. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Dropping back, it's Manning. Throwing right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Long way to go on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Arch Madness. Fires to the right. It's complete. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Out wide left, it's Smothers. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to keep it in the air. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Motion from the wideout. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Manning. Left side is Townsend. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Drops back. It's Manning. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Arch is going to throw for it. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He's changing the play. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give. There he goes. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. There's some room. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
From the red zone, it's Owens. Touchdown, Aggie. And the punishment has been extended. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, Manning. Moving out to the right. Fires on the move. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.